Hey Kyle.
What's up, Sean? How you doing?
Welcome to apparently massive
Beer Reviews, man.
We are in the set that everyone wants to be in. I think. Well, everyone that's a beer tuber probably wants to be in. Maybe.
Probably, yeah. We're sitting in the seats.
We're sitting in the seats. So this is Beertubeapalooza 2019, the first annual. Hopefully not the last either.
The first annual, because there's going to be more.
There better be more.
And other people are going to be coming. It's going to be awesome.
Yes. And we are drinking a pretty awesome beer, River Horse's. Well, we hope it's awesome.
We hope it's awesome. Now, admittedly, one of the brewers is standing on the other side of this camera,
literally looking at us,
glaring at us. A lot of judgment if we don't like this. No,
we had two other beers by them. They're good, so hopefully. This is
three. No, we had the brew.
The brew,
which was fantastic. The
other one, the Imperial.
Going on the shore, which to me was good. The lemon lime one, very good.
Was delicious.
The brute one, I mean, I've only had two brutes, and that was one of them. That one was very good.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, what was the fourth one?
The Imperial with
oh yes, the amber. Yes. I'm sorry for that. With the molasses, very good as well.
That was delicious. So this is Mocha Porter, Imperial Porter brewed with cocoa and aged on
Ugandan
coffee beans.
And look at that. I mean, because that's
9%.
That's their logo, their mascot, if you will, and then incorporated into the Mona Lisa.
The mascot is the. Oh, I didn't notice that on the other.
It's the hippopotamus, right?
I didn't notice
that's. Yeah.
River Horse. Duh, makes sense. Okay, now.
It's good can art too. That lemon lime one had like a Sprite kind of a can art.
That
it was and that beer was very good.
Yeah.
So 9% porter. So because we've had these conversations on and off camera, the two of us, porters versus stouts, and 9%, I'm always thinking stout. So I'm kind of interested to see does that taste like a porter? Also, for all the hardcore guys, like Shai Halud, kind of reminds me of the freaking the font. Anyway, it's a super nerdy hardcore reference that the two of us would appreciate. So it does have a little bit of the brown around the edges. I would think of with a porter versus a stout.
Yeah. And you got a little bit amber red too. Yep. I think it could also be. Who knows how it's coming through on camera because it comes through on camera different. Yeah. On the light we're on, like right now, I'm looking through Matt's camera and it's definitely amber.
Yeah.
And the glass is dirty, so you think we're on Kyle's channel or not?
You get the red, the brown, and then the center, black, but but it doesn't take much out of the center to be that really dark brown.
Right.
So I'm gonna say it does look more like what I think a porter looks like versus a big stout. If you told me a 9% stout,
go for it.
But yeah,
good nose.
Yeah.
Oh no, what were we gonna say?
I was just gonna say about a quarter finger ahead.
Oh yeah.
Slightly dark tan. Yeah. And that was it. Boring stuff. Yeah. Let's see about the aroma. So this does have that porter, and this is something I've struggled with, especially as someone talks into a camera talking about beers. And again, the stout versus porter thing, and I'm really trying to gauge what those differences are. This does have that more traditional porter smell, and I call it an X factor. It kind of reminds me of not wet wood, but I'm in a forest and it rains. It has this earthy. Kind of a thing, and it's about the best I can come up with to describe it versus a stout at this ABV. What I would probably get in that.
Some people will try to say that stouts and porter are the same, and I think at certain levels they could be, but if they say it's just different words, it's not, because a porter is usually malt-wise it's a little bit more. It's not as full bodied.
Yeah.
And in the note that you said, this is strictly a porter. It's almost brown ale-ish too.
Right? Thank you for saying that. Definitely screams this is a big brown ale to me.
Yeah.
Right? Now in terms of the adjuncts, I don't get a lot of coffee in the aroma.
No, I get molasses.
Do you get that chocolate?
I get a little bit of chocolate. I get a little bit of chocolate. Milk chocolate.
I can see the milk chocolate more than any coffee I get into it. Yeah, I'm super curious about the taste, though.
Yeah.
Can we get into it?
Yeah,
all right. Cheers, brother. Not that it's a coffee stout-like beer, but in the taste you do get that coffee.
Oh yeah, the coffee is way up front.
The coffee you didn't get in the aroma comes through very nicely in the taste. Little bit of that. No, I'll say a little bit of chocolate, but in the finish, like right now as I'm talking to you, I get a good level of dark chocolate, not super high cacao count dark chocolate. It's good.
No, it's really good. I love the way the coffee comes through. I think like it, and like I said on the nose, it's a porter, but it's almost like an Imperial brown where the coffee comes through just. So it comes through very much so,
yeah,
and it's a nice like just roastiness.
The roastiness is awesome. And it's interesting how this roastiness is different. And it, like I was saying before, and Sean was saying, so I don't know, maybe 6 months ago, I started trying to kind of differentiate my head, porter and stout, because I was associated like a stout's bigger, and then a porter's just it's smaller, it's a little bit more watery. You know, maybe almost like a second mash version of a stout is what a porter is.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, yeah.
You know, and that's not necessarily the case. And I think this is a cool beer to be like, no, this is a 9% porter, and it does have characteristics that you associate with a porter. It has a roastiness that's different than that stout roastiness, and I think that coffee kind of helps. Like, no, there is roast in this porter, and the porter plus coffee roast does not equate to 9% stout.
Right.
That chocolate level I think is really good. I probably wouldn't guess it's 9% if I was doing this blind.
No.
Right? There's no burn. I don't get alcohol in my mouth or cheeks at all. I think doing this blind, I would guess coffee. Although there is some chocolate, I don't know if I would guess like I had cocoa or cacao nibs or chocolate, addition. I don't know if I would guess that, but coffee I would.
I would definitely get the coffee, and there is the cocoa, and maybe a little bit of like the bitter baker's cocoa. Maybe it would come from the cacao
Which
nibs,
makes sense.
Like I say, if this was blind, I would think just coffee, and then I would expect the cacao nibs or the chocolate to come from the coffee.
Yeah,
because it's so subtle.
Yeah,
but that's not a bad thing either.
No,
it's like perfectly like sometimes I like my beers super coffee, and this is exactly why I'm doing this review with Kyle and not Mike, because everyone knows Mike hates fucking coffee.
Yeah, and I think this does have enough coffee because he likes some of those like treehouse coffee, but like
Oh,
they're super desserty
hate...
that have so many other things going.
Yeah.
This one is not masked by sweetness or other adjuncts, really. So this one it does let the coffee shine without being dominant, if that makes sense.
It's almost like it reminds me of a sweeter cold brew with a little bit of.
And you and I are both huge fans of cold brew.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, this kind of gives you that cold brew vibe with a little bit of, like, vanilla or oakiness. When you think of, like, that, like, wow. Is the next big thing going to be, like, oak-aged cold brew?
I get the oakiness. Not quite the vanilla, but I agree about the oakiness as well. So this is the 5th River Horse we've had, right? 5. 4 of them I thought were really good. 1 I thought was good. This one's one of the really goods to me.
I agree.
I'm gonna say just that. What was it? The shore one.
Going down the shore. Going down the shore.
Going down the shore. I thought was a good beer, and I'm being completely honest. Like a good beer, not bad beer, a good beer. But the other 4, very good beers. This is one of them. And again, look at that can art. Like,
the can art's amazing.
That's sick. Like that's just sick.
And how long did this sit on the? And you just sitting it on beans, right?
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah, and how long? About a day.
A day. Which is interesting because
a couple hours.
When I make cold brew, I have it sit for 48 hours in the water before. Yeah,
I do a whole day usually, but
I start with a day, then I want it a little stronger. So I want to because sometimes I mix it with ice, but it's a little super nerdy.
I have to say the best part of this review is you guys occasionally looking back at me.
Yes.
And I really hope it shows on camera. Your eyes slightly above where the camera lens would be, looking at something else.
I think this is the only time I've ever.
He's not holding a gun to our head.
I'm assuming you as well, Sean, that we've reviewed a beer in front of the brewer of the beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it is a little, but like no joke. It's a great beer. Like
it's really good.
Again, the one was good. The other 4 have been really good. Like I'm on the River Horse train for sure.
Yeah.
New Jersey. What?
What you said? What?
What's your channel?
I don't know why you threw me off. Like,
well, because it's your channel. I wanted to give props to New Jersey, and then this is your channel. So
let us know in the comments what you think of River Horse Brewing and their Mocha Lisa Porter, and what you think of River Horse in general. And if you know Joe, if you know Joe, let us know in the comments how awesome he is.
He's a good dude.
He tosses on the beans and Good job tossing them on the beans.
Yeah, he tosses the beans every night.
And Nerdsense.net, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, if those are your things. And I'm Sean.
I'm Kyle.
From
No Hype Beer Reviews on Instagram, Untapped, and YouTube.
And this is Nerdsense.
Whatever I can't do a good
Totally
version
gonna
of
add
that.
Totally. I'm not even gonna add that wrestling, so this is what it's gonna be.